Hello and welcome to another video. We are here in Shotton and we're just going to go on a catch-up walk through Shotton. We're going to do a circular walk, so we're going to walk through Shotton, Connahs Quay along the main high street, and then we're going to cut through over the railway bridge along down River Dee back through to Shotton. So it's a circular walk through the town centre and then round along the river, the scenic bit, back into the town centre. See what's going on. So here we are, we're just outside Edward Morgan, our old infant school, and we're going to take you for a walk now through the high streets of Shotton and Connahs Quay and along the River Dee on the way back. And we've got Andy here as well.
Hello.
Just got ourselves a sausage roll from Greg's. This is a Saturday afternoon. Quite National Day today. Sun's out, a bit breezy, but nice and warm. And she's got the spoons over there, as you can see, banging outside Weatherspoons. Look at that, banging outside weather. Sun's out, cheap drinks. Potluck. Was this Robert's?
I think so.
This used to be Robert's the bakers, wasn't it? Robert's the bakers when we were going to school.
It was potluck for many years.
1980s, I think it was Robert's the bakers. Now, basically, there was an old couple who had potluck, and didn't they have a shop by the Red Hall, I think?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'll be guessing that.
Yeah, but obviously they've retired now, and they were turning the shop into flats. But this has been like this for years now, hasn't it? Been left. Shame, really. I see they put new windows in, but that's about it. This is the old NatWest Bank. Now going to be the post office. So the post office at the moment is based in Connahs Quay, which you'll see on the way. They're getting rid of that one to make way for this one, which is going to be a bigger post office. And there's the Sayers. We've just got our sausage rolls from. Can't beat a Sayers. I was going to have cheese and onion, but they didn't have any left. A few cafes, chocolate shops. It's quite busy today. The sun's out, people waiting for the bus off to Chester. Fancy bottles there, it's like being abroad, I'm not sure. All the different fancy bottles of these barrels, different things in. You got all these kind of fancy bottles when you go abroad. Ones in boxes. For these ones, there's a chicken. Grapes. I suppose it's alright. It's a gift present for someone who's on his birthday, I suppose. Got the Clwyd over there. That'll be busy in there tonight. Usually they have a DJ on. Quite a few in there now. They have the football on and the horse racing today. This bank is, it was Lloyd's Bank. Not sure what it's going to be. It says post office, at your local post office. Oh yeah, that's where you can get your money from. With an empty building. Not sure what that one's going to be. There's only a couple of banks left now in Shotton. We've got the Savers. Savers is open today, but it shuts at 1 o'clock on a Saturday. There's a couple of charity shops. Cancer research there, and there's one animal rescue across the way there. Let's cross the road. Quite a lot of barber shops around here. The Turkish barber, we've got one over there. What's that one called? Prima Barber. We've got Alf Jones and some menswear. This used to be the entire shop here, but now this part is Jill's Alterations. So if you have any garments that you need altering, they will do them for you in there.
Alf Jones is a sad loss, isn't it?
Yeah, sad loss, Alf Jones. It's been going for years and years and years. His final give up is retired basically. So at the moment they're doing the shop up. Not sure what they're going to put in that shop. But Alf Jones, if you remember Alf Jones, oh, been a long time, isn't it? Alf Jones used to sell suits for the men and stuff, and then
what about your mum's today? What about you now? She was born 1912.
1912, yeah.
Yeah, 1912 Anne-Marie's mum was born. Anne-Marie's nan, sorry, was born. And when she was a little girl, the chap in the tailors there used to put ribbons in her hair. So you can imagine, you're talking the 20s. So yeah, it's been there a while.
They did try and catch on by, bringing the clothes up to date with, today's fashion. But people, they go shop online, don't they, now and stuff, which is a shame. This is a good shop here. It sells everything, but like Arkwright, it sells absolutely everything. Really good place, that one there. If you need a battery or a light bulb, or you need some colouring pens, or they do all sorts. I got some glow sticks there when we were going to see Kevin and Perry the other week. Iceland. Now, I don't know what's going on with this Iceland, whether it's staying, going, because we've got Lidl has now moved from the industrial park, and it's now in the old Summerfield, and the old Lidl is now going to be Iceland Warehouse, where you get the bigger packs of food. Hopefully that one still stays, because it's quite handy. Got B&M Express. This used to be your Woolies. Anyone remember Woolies?
Is it, yeah?
There's your Woolworths. And then before Woolworths used to be a theatre where all the top stars used to play. Before my time. But I remember Woolworths. Oh, next door in Iceland. Well, it's all been changed. I can't remember where Woolies arrived before my time. 60s, 70s. But it's now B&M. B&M Express. It was basically food and cleaning stuff. Food and cleaning stuff, isn't it? In there. Quite a lot changed over the years. There's a barber's shop over there, Clive the Barbers. My old hairdressers has changed now. It used to be called Strands, it's now Studio 66. We've got another building over here. Do you remember this place here? What it was called?
Butlers.
That's it, Butlers. Used to have televisions, and you could put money in, couldn't you, in the televisions, and like pay so much per week. Have a little money slot in the side, because that's what my nana used to do. My dad's mother. It's now called the beauty box. Right, they do hair, eyebrows, all different things like that, makeup. It was Butlers, televisions and things like that, wasn't it? And video recorders and...
Ice cream soda bar down here.
Yeah, that was it. Remember that being the sugar bowl over there? I think that was the sugar bowl. It was a cafe, the sugar bowl. And somewhere along here, she used to sell makeup, and we went down some steps. Not just makeup, but all sorts of different things. What was it called?
Janet's, no?
Might have been.
Janet's was just over there.
Yeah, Janet's. Might have been. You went down a couple of steps. You used to just get makeup in there and stuff. This one here, this is Barclays Bank, which is now Thai massage place. Barclays Bank. All these banks disappearing now. It's all online. Once upon a time over there, the O.W. Ellis was an internet cafe. Remember that? And these buildings here, when my dad was around, when he was younger, there used to be a milk bar and snooker pool in this building here. A milk bar. I remember it. There was Everlastings on one side, and was it Discos on the other?
Cobra Light.
Eh?
Cobra Light.
Yeah, it was that side was Everlastings.
Yes.
This side was
Barclays.
Discos. You used to get your clothes and Everlastings for the school.
Oh yeah, Barclays was there, wasn't it? Yeah.
Very fashionable.
It used to be an ice cream parlour though.
It did, yeah, like a milk bar.
Yeah.
And it's like pool and snooker, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was pool in there.
So as you can see, the windows there have been bricked up. Maybe that's where the pool was upstairs, was it?
I don't know. More one time.
And then the one on the end here, this was a butcher's. Price's Butchers for many, many years. And unfortunately, prices have gone up. And obviously putting the food prices up as well to contribute towards everything going up and that. They've had to close, costing too much, you know, to rent, gas, electric. So now it's called no basic prep. I think it's a bit like the ones you get online, I think. I'm not sure, I forgot what they're called, where you get all the ingredients to make meals like this. Can't remember what they're called online. What are them things online called where you get the food to make a meal? I think that's what this is going to be. Yeah, well I don't know if it's open yet, but anyway. Here we go. This building here used to be Mr. Bevan's. It's now Carpet Shop. Well, I remember it as Mr. Bevan's. 2 floors, downstairs and upstairs. Mr. Bevan's was like a DIY kind of shop, wasn't it? They sold paint and wallpaper and screwdrivers and things like that, and nails and things like that. And then before that, stories been told to me that it was a petrol station. Petrol station.
Not sure on that.
Anybody remember it being a petrol station before my time? Yeah.
Very much before my time.
And across the road here somewhere, I remember there was a gas showroom. Because we used to come into Shotton with my granny, that's my mum's mum, and in the window there was ET. So they must have been doing their promotion ET with British Gas or whatever it was. And I thought, oh, I like that, granny, that's nice. So she went inside and inquired about the ET, and last minute she comes out with it. But yeah, there's ET, but I had the ET for a long time, but then it disappeared. So I don't know whether we've given it to like relatives or whatever. But luckily to behold, we went to antique place at the side of Chester, and they had one in a glass cabinet. Oh, I said, oh right, ET, used to have one then I was little. So Andy bought it for me. £20 for this ET, but it's a proper original ET, like my other one. That was over there. Yeah, Golden Quay. This is now called Walk 1. You might remember it's the Chef's Walk.
In between Walk 1 and the Golden Quay was Imperial Palace.
Oh, okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well, this is a Chinese buffet, and they've got absolutely everything from soups to starters, main courses, even puddings. Ooh, loads of puddings.
It's been a Chinese for at least 40 years.
It's not expensive, only about 15 quid or something. If you don't want buffet, there's also a normal menu, and they also cater for your birthday. They do cakes and they have music, happy birthday music and all that stuff. Across the way there, which one was it? Was a fish and chip shop. It was called Shotton Fish Bar. And not long ago, they were doing it up, and they removed all the outer the stuff around the windows and all that. And you can see the old sign, Shotton Fish Bar. Remember Shotton Fish Bar? We used to go there. We used to go to the bonfire at the Deeside Leisure, and on the way back we used to call in and get chips, fish and chips. Bought some of my granny's. If you're from the Shotton area, does anybody remember any of the buildings, what they used to be? Put it in the comments. Here we've got, this was Lloyd's Bank originally. Now it's Sewell Jones and Co. This has been here for some years, hasn't it? Oh, and there used to be, was that the job centre? It's now called Me Hair and Beauty. Just there. That was the job centre with careers office, I think, at some stage. Oh, and another place over there. Tom the Cheap. Remember Tom the Cheap? Yeah, he had two shops, didn't he? So you've got the street in the middle. On each side of the street was Tom the Cheap. Didn't he sell a bit of everything?
I think so. Like a hardware place, I think. I think I'm not sure. I was too young, really.
Tom the Cheap.
I remember it.
Yeah. Mailbox. That's been different things over the years. It was a bookshop for a bit. And here you've got the estate agents. I think this has been a dentist, doctors.
Yeah.
And there's Brook Road. Lovely pub down the bottom there called Hendy's. It's the Castle Inn, but it's known as Hendy's from a previous owner. His surname was Henderson. There we go, here's the bridge. It's got some fancy lights on here now, light up at night. And there's your brook. You can see the sunshine there on the brook. same on that side, and in the distance there is the Groves Social Club. The Groves Social Club. And just behind them trees there used to be some gas cylinders that used to go up and down. They were like orange and creamy coloured gas cylinders. Long gone now with modern times. You should to see them in my granny's back garden. Anybody remember the gas cylinders? The gas cylinders.
Hey?
Used to go up and down, the gas cylinders.
Yes, it did, yeah. Long years ago.
We've got the War Memorial. This has changed over the years. Got seats and that to sit on there. Here we are. This is the new Lidl's, everyone. That's better. Zoom in there for you. The new Lidl's. This used to be Summerfield. Well, it's been the Co-op. It's been Summerfield, Gateway, and then before all of that, it used to be a white house surrounded by lots of land. And it was, I think it was a builder's yard. Can't remember the name of the builder's yard, but I do remember the house, the white house with all the land around it. Everybody remember that? The builder's yard, the white house in the middle. This is now the new Lidl's, which has moved now from the little industrial park by the ice rink. Huge car park here. We've got Cross solicitors. These have been here some time. We've got these new railings in now around the sides of the path now. Can't quite remember when they were put in the 2000s. They never used to have these. They were just all open path. We've got Natalie Hope. Is it nails or hair? Possibly there. I don't know how true it is, but someone told me that used to be once was a butcher's. Anybody remember it being a butcher's over there? Don't know how true that is, but if you remember, let me know in the comments. The house has been there for years. It's amazing how you've got all these terraced houses here, then you've just got that one huge house separate over there. This was a commercial building, I think. It's now been turned into 2 houses. Wasn't that something to do with wives or something? Like
wives?
Yeah.
Another one in...
It was something, wasn't it? And it got turned into houses.
There used to be an old antique shop here.
Yeah, we've got the 2 houses in the middle here.
1871.
There we go. And 2 houses there. Used to be an antique shop. I remember that very well, the antique shop. Because you had like old mangle outside and much of an old farm outside and stuff. And then it's been done up and turned into 2 houses. It's been houses for quite some time now. We've got the garden green space over here. We did have some public toilets put in a couple of years ago now. Didn't last very long, did they?
No.
Something, was it 20p or something like that? Go to the toilet.
Didn't last very long.
No, that was it. Here today, gone tomorrow. But you've got your library over there. still there, and a clinic. It's not really a clinic as such anymore. It's still used for clinic-y type things, but we have the new health centre now with a clinic inside, and the library's had a bit of an extension on the back. But still the library, and there's also like council offices where you can get your recycling bags and boxes from as well. Shotton, now we're in Connahs Quay. Just gone through the past the sign for Connahs Quay now, and this is River Drive. So up there takes you to River Park. You've got the swimming baths up there and the civic hall and police station as well. And across the way, Motor World, which unfortunately is closed. I think someone's using it at the minute for some storage, one of those local shops I think. But if you can see up there, go at the top for you, you can see, just about see the old sign of Irwin's Cash and Carry. Does anybody remember it as Irwin's Cash and Carry? There also used to be another one in Queensferry. I think it's where KFC is now. But this place here has been all sorts of different things over the years. But I remember it being a bike shop, motorbike shop. Can you remember it being anything else?
No, only vehicle related, that's all I remember.
Yeah. Dental surgery still there. What's the way there? We've got two shops, well, shop fronts. One's now funeral directors and I'm not sure the other one. But one of them used to be, I think, funeral directors used to be a charity shop at one stage. Because I remember my granddad went in there. He tried a suit when that was in the window. You're talking, 1980s. And then the white building, one next to it, was a taxi office. Remember what it was called? You used to have sweets on the counter and you used to buy sweets.
Yeah, there were so many, I can't remember.
Taxi office, anybody remember what the taxi office was called?
Deeside.
There it is, that's the taxi office there, I remember. I think I've got it in the right order, I think. And that one there was the charity shop. Oh, it had clothes in there. I'm thinking it was a charity shop anyway. I just remember going in there and my granddad tried on a suit. You had over here, you had the wool shop. Would I remember the wool shop? Now been turned into a house. And then next door used to be a jeweller's. It's now a salon. Beauty salon, that was the jeweller's. Horlicks, the jeweller's. And at some stage as well before me, 70s, it sold clothes. Can't remember what the clothes shop used to be, but clothes. But I remember it was a jeweller's. But that was the clothes shop. And here we've got Wilton's fruit and veg shop. Unfortunately it's now closed. And the shop is to rent now, isn't it? I think which one was who was poorly?
The husband.
The husbands. Yeah, husband and wife. They got married a couple of years ago. But the husband was poorly, so we went to give up the shop. But that shop has been there for a long time. And also here used to be a pet shop. I think it was called, was it Fin and Feather Pet Shop? Unfortunately that also has bit the dust as well. Because with all the prices going up, difficult, isn't it? And you've got the Polar shop there, brilliant shop that is. Loads of yummy things in there to eat. That used to be a video shop. You had Victoria Wines next door. You had Key Aquatics, another pet shop selling fish. What else was there? Victoria Wines. There was a cafe there with a bakery inside. They did lovely pork pies. On the end was Clark's, a shoe shop. It's all changed now. You've got a vape shop and Harun's Kebabs and Tesco Express. Yeah, I remember that all in the line there. From the video shop. After the video shop, I think it was a charity shop. I can't remember which order they were in. I think over there was the bakery and cafe, Victoria Wines, your Key Aquatics, and your shoe shop. And they used to have seats, I think, and like little circular bricks with like a little garden in the middle, plants and all that. Anybody remember them? Places to sit. Then you used to have the path there in between. Used to go up what was the market, because we used to have a market once upon a time on a Thursday here. In the middle of the market there was a house. Anybody remember that? Yeah, it's now Connahs Quay Health Centre, doctor's clinic. At the moment there's 2 surgeries in there, but they are thinking of merging a couple of other surgeries in there as well. But that used to be the market. So along here we used to be a frozen food shop. I remember that as a frozen food shop.
Yeah.
And then Contact Cars took over, didn't they? It may have been other stuff before. I'm not sure, but if you remember there's anything else, it's now funeral care. You've got your hot stuff. Now hot stuff used to be across the road there in the kebab house. That was hot stuff. But then they moved premises, not sure when, across the way there. Got your coffee and creams. And you've got a couple of betting shops now. The Boathouse pub is no longer the Boathouse pub anymore. Half of the pub was bought by William Hill and the back bit was still open, but now I think the back part of the pub is now closed and the front bit is still open as William Hill, and you'll have books there. But we used to go to the Boathouse many years ago. We used to have entertainment on the weekend. Sunday was the best day to go out, wasn't it? Used to go start at the Deg, and then from the Deg down to the Boathouse, then the Boathouse down to the Custom House on a Sunday night, and it was packed, all of them. Now they've all gone. All the pubs all gone. You've got your Glowquest there. It used to be Lloyd Williams, the furniture shop. The sign's still there above it, as you can see. It's Glowquest now. They do plumbing, heating, bathrooms. The dry cleaners has been there some time, very long time. And this place here, Full Circle Security, used to be for me a video shop. I used to rent out videos every week. The video shop. Remember that? Yeah. And the church that was next door with a huge steeple, unfortunately, has now gone. It got knocked down. I think it was falling down, wasn't it? Basically, you know, in a bad state of repair. So it got knocked down. If you go online, if you don't know the church, Keystone Chapel, the church, there is pictures on there. The back bit is still open. I know on a Friday you have, you can go in there, I think you can have a cup of tea. Not sure if you get something to eat, but they have a deal where 10 items for £3 on a Friday morning. Friday morning, 10 items for £3. You don't need to be on benefits, I don't think. You don't need any ID or anything. Just go in there. 10 items, £3. So that's good if you're struggling. You've got Front Road up there where you've got your Labour Club. And anybody remembers the Gavins, Dr. Gavins. That house there used to be Dr. Gavins. Yeah, Dr. Gavins. Dr. Gavins for many years. Used to queue up outside all weathers. About 8 o'clock in the morning, innit? Even though they weren't open till 9. But it's a house now because we've got.
Michael Gavins, that was.
Yeah, we've got a house now there because we've got the new health centre now, which is all in there, isn't it? Dentist, been here from time, isn't it?
Sorry?
Dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a dentist. Your vets. There's your post office, but not for long. That's moving to Shotton. Look there. Where the church used to be with a big steeple spire. And down there, they've got some new houses down the back there. Well, I say new, they're not actually new, they've been there a few years now. But you may remember, I remember before they were there. We've got the railway line that goes then onto the River Dee. Chinese chippy there. Grooming parlour, that was the chemist. And now the chemist has moved now to the new health centre. Ape shops. Got estate agents. Really good estate agencies if you ever want to buy or sell. We've used them in the past, really, really good. Now, I don't know whether you can see, is this the building? Yeah. Ah, yes it is, up there. It's got on the side, I'll zoom in a little bit, Quay Cycles. Once upon a time, this was a bicycle shop. And that's the old signage on the side there, Quay Cycles.
I don't think this was here then.
No, I don't think this building was here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Is this like a? I think it's like a vape shop in it.
Painted before this one was built.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the old signage there, the Quay Cycles. And then you've got, used to be the bank. Not sure. Was it Midland Bank or was it Lloyd's Bank?
HSBC or whatever, I'm not sure.
Well, HSBC was Midland Bank. It may have come HSBC, didn't it? It was one of those two banks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers that. It's now like flats, residentials. Across the way there, you've got Festicards. You've got a new taxi firm here. That was the gas showroom. Used to wait for the bus there. Used to be like a little brick wall, broken brick wall. There it is. Oh no, can you see it? Is that the brick wall? I think that's the brick wall. I think it's been fixed, but that was broken. You used to sit on that, mate, for the bus, because there was that building there and the one next door to it, which has been turned into a house now. They were both part of like a gas showroom. We've got the old second-hand furniture warehouse, old Hippodrome here. Many moons ago, it used to be, wasn't it, a cinema? And then
It was, yeah.
and then it was bingo hall.
I remember it being a bingo hall.
I don't know if I can, you know. I'm not sure. Even though I've lived around here for like over 40 years, I don't know. I was a newsagent for a while. As you can see, it's now derelict. I think people still live in the flat above there. But yeah, anyone remember there's a cinema or bingo hall? It's now second-hand furniture. And then next door, this house here, there's been a few things over the time. It's been a sweet shop. And I think it was a fruit and veg shop as well at some point. Definitely a sweet shop. And here you've got the old famous Cuzzy. Well, the custom house, but everyone knew it as the Cuzzy. As you can see now, all the windows are all boarded up. One of many pubs around the Connahs Quay area which have now gone. It is for sale. No idea who the next owners are going to be, whether they'll keep it as a pub, whether they'll do it up as flats. But that on a Sunday night was the busiest place around town. On a Sunday night, busiest place around town. Like I said, one of many pubs in the quay now that have gone. There used to be a trophy shop over there. And then there's your Catholic church. And here on the corner, these are now flats. This used to be a doctor's surgery. Can't remember what it was called, but I just remember it was a doctor's surgery. And I think the door was on the corner there, you went in. On the corner of Mould Road, doctor's surgery. Your contact cars. They used to be by the boathouse. They've been going for some years, those. Very long time. There's your Moore Street car park. And there's a children's park next door. They used to have public toilets as well there. Just over there, there's some gates. That's where the public toilets used to be. I remember going in there, that park over there when I was little. Play on the swings. And they used to have them, not sure what the tree's called, but you call them helicopters.
Sycamores, is it?
Sycamore tree, and you used to have these little things. They used to like chuck them up in the air and they'd float down and call them helicopters. There's a park still there, but it's half the size now. And there's a bowling green at the back still there as well. And a bit of history here for you. I'll zoom in for you. Just by the sign over there, we have the remains of an old gas lamp.
It's one of the best ones around, I think.
Yeah, there is a couple more. There's one outside the solicitors in Shotton, in the car park. Is it solicitors?
Yeah, I think so. VA Harris, is it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. They're the ones that have been in trouble recently, I think. Yeah, there's half of one in there, car park. And if you go down the river across the meadow, there's half of one there as well. Yeah. But this is a full-size one there.
I think that's probably one of the only ones left that I know of, anyway.
So, yeah, you can still see the top. The bird on the top there. There's your bird on the top. Goes down and two stalks sticking out. And a bit of history still there. The old gas lamps. Here we used to have a chip shop. And Indian. Do you remember the chippy or the Indian and what it was called?
Oh, there's loads of people from Connahs Quay who remember that chippy.
Yeah, across the road from Moore Street car park. There you go, there's your car, there's your Moore Street car. And there used to be another playground just up these steps here. I remember I used to go up there and had these things you stand on and spin round. So the top of them steps, I'm not sure if there's a park there anymore, but just beyond them trees over there, little park area. This is your old people's place here, isn't it? But this used to be many years ago a hospital. Remember what it was called?
I know Red Hall Farm's got a photo in there, hasn't
Was it Glenavon or something?
it? Is it Glenavon?
Anybody remember the hospital, what it was called?
I can't recall.
I think some people have mentioned online that they were born in that hospital. I don't remember it was a hospital. I think it's always been old people's place, isn't it?
I think there used to be a spooky old house up there, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I think at some stage, was it Red Hall Farm? Was up there as well.
I think it may have been.
Somewhere up there, Red Hall Farm.
Red Hall's miles away, but
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure over there was Red Hall Farm. That's still knocked down there, look. And do you remember what was there? I can't remember what was there.
wasn't it just a fence?
Yeah, it may have been. There might have been something there before.
Yeah.
Church there, I think it's Light and Life. Church. Light and Life. And that used to be a shop as well. I don't remember what that shop used to be across the way. I remember going in there once. They had like a bric-a-brac sale. Long time ago in the 80s. Me and my granny walked up and went in. And the billboard's here now. There's one here, look. They've all been changed. Digital ones. I suppose easier, because every 5 minutes you'd have to have someone come and plaster up a new advertisement, whereas now they can just click, click, click on a computer somewhere. I think I've just seen some on your nose, have you?
YouTubers. There used to be a thing, see on this gate here. I always recognise it because when I was a little kid I used to think it was great for some daft reason. But on that gate there between those two posts there used to be this big metal thing, and it looked like, you know, you're going in an old horror film or heading into the mental asylum. Some great big metal arch that used to go over the top.
Oh yes!
And you can see the base for it there. They've cut the prongs off it now, but that's where it was.
Yes, I remember now.
It looked like somewhere where there'd be a Friday the 13th movie filmed or something.
I remember it now. There's your bargain stores there. Music shop as well. And next door is the Red Cross. I think it's been bought now, you know. Because it was for sale then. They were supposed to be demolishing the lot because it's on the verge of falling down on somebody. Remember the bargain stores? Or the music shop? Or even the Red Cross if you went. Yeah, I'm not sure. They were supposed to be knocking it down. Flats or commercial buildings underneath or something. But it's been like that for a while now. I'm sure someone's bought it. If anyone knows anything, let me know in the comments. Delicious. I've never actually been in Delicious. Anybody been to Delicious? Andrew has. He said food was lovely, but the chap there passed away not long ago. So now it's for sale. Delicious English and Chinese meals. I was always going to try there, and I'm not going to get the chance. Not unless somebody takes it over. It's not going to be the same, but yeah. Delicious. Anybody fancy a Chinese takeaway? There's one for sale there, folks. And the shop on the end there. Motorcycle spares. Here's your Dean's place. Some lovely big houses up the top there. Look at these ones, that one there, the bay window. Wonder if that one ever had a bay window. I can't remember. I remember that one. And you've got here some, well, I say new houses. They're probably new to some people, but they've been here a while now. But this used to be orchard. Part of this house here. There's a house here. I'll show you the house. There it is. And all this was all their garden, an orchard. Which they sold it all off to a company, and then got houses on it, like a little cul-de-sac goes round. And over there, it still says on it the name of the cottage that was in the arch. See if I can zoom in for you there. It's on the top there. I think it says Marsh Cottage, it says, I think. 1851, 1912, is it? Marsh Cottage. That was like, I think that was on the archway. I remember the archway. Got the old like bricks there. Yeah, so now it's houses. Let's have a look here. This is the Red Cross and all that. As you can see, all the windows all smashed in. The roof's missing, all trees growing out of it. It was for sale, and I think someone's bought it, but I'm not sure. But it was supposed to be being knocked down and redone. But we'll see what happens, eh? Carry on. These are well, newish, in the last 20 years or whatever, terraced houses. You've got the print shop there. Back of what was the cottage. And across the way here it is Deeside Motor Centre, specialises in Volvo, I think. But I remember it used to be like an auction, like second-hand white goods and that. Used to go down. There was this front bit here, and then used to go down the side. And yeah, they used to sell and auction off white goods. No one remember that? We haven't done this walk for a couple of years, so a lot of things have changed. This building is now for sale. New PVC trade windows. We've got building suppliers. Because many years ago, all this land here would have been shops. Across the road we've got the Zara Indian. If you like eat Indian food, good place to go. They do a meal deal, I think, before 7. It's called the early bird deal. You get 3 courses for so much. If you have a look on the top there, it's got 1929 Urban District Council. That used to be the council offices. 1929. Now it's an Indian restaurant. There we go, it says there. The camera stays still. Urban District Council. Car park round the back. A very good car park there. Parking round the front's easier. And the building here, you've got beauty parlours, hairdressers. It was a gym. and many moons ago it was a bank. It was the bank. And another pub which is a bit in the dust as well. The ship. If I remember coming the ship. Yeah, you can see the windows are all boarded up. It's been open and closed before. The last owner had it, and it was basically open for mates, and that was it. I don't think he was making much money doing it that way. But unfortunately, another pub that spits the dust. The ship. Yeah, council officers, we've done that one. Hopefully somebody buys the ship and does it up, but it's a shame. All these old pubs. Look at the front of it, look. Picture of the old ship there. All the black and white. The old windows. Even the old pub signs.
Also, years ago, this here was the council offices.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
On the right.
Yeah, and the
this
bank.
was the bank.
Yeah. Oh, I need to stop a minute. I got a stone in my shoe.
No flies on you, eh?
There we go. Carry on. So here you said was.
There was a shoe shop on the left.
Yeah. Shop, yeah? And we've got hairdressers here as well, haven't we? And there's church. This is no longer a church anymore.
No. Housing.
It's now housing, flats. There's one there for sale, two bed, flat 5 for sale there. Flats.
That new thing there's a video online from 1965 and it looks exactly the same.
1965 video on the internet of that shop there and nothing has changed. How crazy is that? And on this side here, that used to be their police house. Just there, I think there's terrace houses there now. But that used to be the police house. Just there, the police house. There's also more flats down the back there. Anybody remember the police house? That's another pub that's also bit the dust. I think there's many pubs on Connahs Quay Street left. The old people's over there. Flats along here. Maybe new to people. And I've got some more flats over there as well. But anybody remember the chip shop? Huge chip shop with the fisherman on the top. Used to do lovely fish and chips. Was it called the Sea Spray? Fish and chip shop with the fisherman in his yellow fishing coat on the top. And there used to be a Hammer Sound music shop just over there as well. All these places are long gone. You can just see the signage there of Hammer Sound. Yeah, the Sea Spray fish and chips. You remember the fish and chip shop? Fish and chips. Yeah, that was it. Sea Spray fish and chips. Oh yes, that's it. Almost forgot. Quick Save. This was Bottom Quicks. We had another Quick Save at the top, didn't we? This was known as Bottom Quicks. Anybody remember Quick Save? That was Bottom Quicks with the car park round the back. Bottom Quicks. And somewhere along this line there was a butcher's, because I remember going to the butcher's to get some sausages. Can't remember where it was though, but somewhere along this line there was a butcher's. But that was Quick Save. Quick Save. That was known as Bottom Quicks, because we had Top Quicks as well, didn't we? And that over there was the fish and chips sea spray.
Hammer Sound.
Yeah, you can almost still see the sign on the top there, can't you?
You had a wasp keyboard in the window there for years.
Wasp keyboard.
The wasp.
And there we go, the Hare and Hounds. Another pub that's bit the dust.
To the right there where that door is with the single window, there used to be archway leading to the back for the horses.
Yes, they did.
There's photos
right.
of it online if you like.
Yeah, so that's where the archway was for the horse and carts to go through. Then they put a door and a window, didn't they? It's now flats. The Hare and Hounds pub. Couple of years now for flats.
Yeah, it must be 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah. Anybody been in the Hare and Hounds? Remember it? Used to get busy on bank holidays in there. There'll be a garden around the back. Yeah. Now flats. Here you've got your Brown's Furniture Warehouse. And today outside, a bed and mattress for you to a good home. Either they haven't put the mattress out yet or it's gone. Because what they do is, you buy furniture off them, they'll take your old furniture away. If it's in excellent condition, they give it to charity. If it's in fair condition, they stick it outside the shop, cover it in plastic and put on it free to a good home. And the next day, it's gone. So if you're struggling and you're always looking for bits of furniture, outside Brown's, usually there's chairs, sofas, beds. All the good stuff goes to the charity shop. But if it's in pretty good condition but not good enough for charity, they stick it outside. It's a good idea though, helping the community and all that. But this used to be pool, snooker club, and I think they had them flats there as well. I'm sure that was also pool, snooker as well. Anybody remember it? I think I remember it. Pool, snooker in there, and then in there as well. And round the back, this is Chapel Street, because also part of this building here, at the back there, was a little chapel. And if you go around the back of the building, you'll notice little bits from when it used to be a chapel. So we've also got here, please help yourself, what's in here? Plastic bags, large plastic bags, decorating sheets, oh there you go, all free to a good home as well. Great if you're doing decorating, you want to put them down, stop getting paint on your carpets and furniture. This one's someone's, I think it's being picked up, this one. Yeah, that's brand new, that one. I think it's ready for delivery, that one. Up there is a Navy Club. And as you can see, Brown's, that's the bit there, Brown's, that you can see used to be the chapel. Before it was the snooker and pool hall.
Snooker and pool hall, that was it, 8-ball pool hall.
Well, wasn't it in there as well?
I don't know, there may have been one. There was definitely one this side, it was called
Yeah, I
Pool
remember it well.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had that building there.
They may have done, I don't know.
Anyone remember? Maybe I'm wrong then. I do remember the snooker and pool hall along this road, but I thought they had both. Let us know in the comments anyway. I know this bit was anyway. But anyway, let's carry on. Snooker and pool, yeah, I do remember it. But I just thought they had both. Maybe they only had the one and it was always been Brown's. It's family business, has been there a while. The building here today used to be the Sea Spray Chippy. And there was a building here as well, I'm not sure what it was. Been down there for quite some time.
Yeah.
Then you had the little kids going in there messing about, and then it ended up catching fire. So, bit of a health hazard, so they knocked it down then,
I know
didn't
at Copax the boat builders had a unit down here, and I don't know if it's that
they? Is
one.
it that one? Because you've got the little stick poking out the top.
To hang the sails.
Yeah, to hang the sails on.
I'm not too sure.
So if anybody in the comments could tell us, Copax. I mean, they may have had both buildings out, I don't know, but I was there, excuse me, for a while. Well, the kids have been in messing about when it caught fire, and yeah. That's the end of that one. We've got some more new flats on this side. There used to be a little hut, didn't there, down the back here? You used to go to playgroup, didn't you? Little hut. Do you remember the little hut? You've got your Deeside garage over there. There's pictures. There used to be, I think there was a post office. Maybe, was that the post office? Post office, and there was a telephone box on the corner there. Because that used to be part, I think, of the old road down to the docks there. Yeah, post office.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was one there.
Yeah, and there was a telephone box on the corner.
The railway station was down there as well, wasn't it? Connahs Quay.
Yeah, Connahs Quay railway station.
And there's some houses on the front here which have gone.
Connahs Quay railway station no longer exists. Nearest now is Shotton.
Cable Street, is it?
Your houses up there.
Let's get a shot of there. It's just so damn bright.
Lovely day today. Bit breezy, got my cardigan on, but lovely. Lovely sun's out. This building here is up for sale. So you've got the Fight Club and the old furniture, cane furniture and window place there. All of it is for sale. And I think there's planning permission for houses or flats. Not sure if Mum and Dad got their windows from there a long time ago. One of their houses. You've got the old drill hole across the road. It is now flats. I think it was Jim's little construction for a bit as well. That's the old drill hole, I'll look at that in a sec. And this place here, I think it says 1823 on the top. This used to be a bank. This is known as the bank chambers. And up there you could just about see the sign.
Yeah, they changed this when I was a little kid. I remember it being a bank.
Oh.
I remember it being turned into flats because what do they call it? The vault was in there.
Yeah.
That was still in there. I don't know if it is now.
I think so. I think it still is. I think there still is.
Maybe.
I think there's.
Any dwellers?
I think I've been past before they put curtains up, and you can see a safe in the wall. I could be wrong, but there, that was an old bank.
I'll let you go first. You don't want to see my back.
Oh, love it. Little gardens there, sitting. Yeah, the old drill hole, Royal Welsh Fusiliers that was. But they've 1936 Is that 1936 on the front there? Yeah, and it was Timmersville construction as well, it's been, but now it's been all done up because there's houses down one side of it and all the flats in the front here. Fifth Flintshire, it says on the top there. Fifth Flintshire, Royal Welsh Fusiliers. There you go, your railway terrace. This is known as railway terrace.
The train used to go along
because the train used to go along here. I'll show you now. We've got a bridge here, stone bridge, on the railway track. There was two of them, two lines. Down there. Down the docks. Used to go up through Connahs Quay. There used to be a bridge halfway up Mill Road, all the way up to Buckley. There was two lines on one side, there, one just over there, two lines. Hence the houses here and the street is named Railway Terrace. And just over there used to be train station. Connahs Quay train station before my time, and then Dr. Beecham come along and started closing all the stations down. But it's a nice walk down there. There's only one archway now open, I think, underneath. The other one's closed off, but it goes from Connahs Quay docks all the way up through Central Park. Nice big field there, park for the kids, cricket as well, they play up there, and that's where the Navy Club is as well. Yeah, just over there is where I think the train station was. As you can see, I'll show you down there, you can see the railway bridge down there. That's the Wales to England line, so Chester, Manchester to Holyhead landed now. Got the old bricks here, you can still see for the bridge. And down there used to be a pub called the Old Quay House. It's been turned into flats now then. It's a listed building, I've been there. Really used to be really good pub. One of the oldest pubs in Connahs Quay. Shame it closed. I like most of the pubs now. That's shut down. People don't go out as much as they did when I was younger. Probably cheaper to get the drinks from the shop and take them home. Here we've got another story of a garden being bought. So as you can see in the distance there, camels play games again. Big house, used to be a doctor's surgery. And it used to have gardens that span all the way down here. But they sold off their garden, most of their garden, and houses were built. Sold them on. Build houses. Doctor's surgery. Everybody used to go to that doctor's surgery. Got another building here, used to be an old people's home. Now been turned into a house. The old people's home. This is Garthorpe Avenue. Just at the top round the corner is the Masons. Yeah, doctor's surgery. That was that building just there. There's also another doctor's surgery across the road as well. But yeah, this is where the gardens would have gone. A little bit of a garden at the back of the house, but not as big as it used to be. But this building here also was a doctor's surgery. Anybody remember that one as a doctor's surgery? That building there it is. Doctor's surgery. Massive inside. It was for sale not long ago. I went to have a look around inside. Quite a lot of jobs you'd doing. You'd put an offer in. But I think a builder must have bought it. Loads of work for them. Do it up. Yeah, there's the other surgery as well there. I've got back gardens in these houses here. Went to have a look around one of them a couple of years ago. Oh, it's like going through Weber Park. Garden was huge. There we go, look at that. As you can see, it's a bit more quieter up here. No pubs, not many shops compared to down in Shotton there. Get your convenience, little convenience shops. And the only pubs left now is the Halfway House on the main strip here. The Swan's gone. Cross Keys have gone. Even the Sir Gawain, it's up for sale, but nobody wants it because the brewery is Samuel Smith's, and there's controversy over their rules in their pub of not having phones and laptops and all that business. And so, but that was quite a nice little pub, that was. Got your church. St Mark's Church here, and you've got St Mark's, like a little church hall. This used to be a school, and just down here there was St Mark's School, and then it was turned into a doctor's surgery and chemist. It's all new houses down there now. Used to be a school, like most schools these days. Gone. But there is another school just at the back here, Golfton. Just at the back there, Golfton School. I think so. Most of the people, when it moved, they moved to the Golfton School. Yeah, but that was St Mark's School, and this was also part of the school as well. Andrew went here for a year. He said, I think that was the dinner hall. They have all sorts of classes in there now. They've got the Sea Cadets, Dance Academy for the kids. It's also where you go and vote on voting day as well. Anybody go to St Mark's School? Not sure when it finished becoming a school. Was it early 90s, late 80s? Here's your St Mark's Church. Story here for you. There used to be a graveyard in the church, and the graveyard used to come all the way out here to where the road is over there. And then he decided to put a lay-by in and then widen the path, I think. Now I'm not sure if the graves are still there, but I know the gravestones have been moved, and the gravestones are actually here at the back of the church. As you can see, there's no gravestones here anymore. Take a wander down this way, show you the gravestones. There we go, here's all your gravestones. Wow, look at that. Like I said, I'm not sure if the actual bodies were removed, but they're still there. Probably still there because bodies rot away, don't they, and there's nothing left. But these are all the gravestones which used to be in the graveyard, which went right out to the main road, where they decided to put a lay-by, make the path a bit bigger over there. So that wall would have been further out then, towards the main road. Not sure when that was. Before my time, I think. Anybody remember the graveyard? 1960s, Andrew reckons.
I think so.
For my time.
Oh, that's nice.
1970s eras we are, so.
I can't see that. It says 1850 or 1830 something.
18, yeah, up there. Don't think I've ever been in this church, you know. Oh yeah. Yeah, quite a lot of people going to weddings and stuff. And you've got the clock on it. Is it every 15 minutes it chimes? Or every hour?
I think it's every half hour.
Every half hour?
I think it's one ding on the half hour.
Because I'm not sure, because sometimes it's every 15 minutes, isn't it? But yeah, and it does it at night as well. Many a time you've come home, like, from night out, early hours, and you can hear the bells ringing. But yeah, this is the gardens here, which is open. You can come in and have a sit down, just having a rest.
We've been at it for a while now. It's 10 to 5.
Yeah.
So about 2 hours off. We've been walking.
Yep.
Still probably got another 3 left.
2 or 3.
Easy.
Well, if we're walking along the river, there isn't any buildings down there. It's just all river, innit? Yep, some of these gravestones. In memory of Ellis Hughes of Wepper, who departed this life May the 21st, 1871, age 57. 1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, short as the watch that ends before the rising sun night, or ends the night before the rising sun. So there you go, so that's the 18th century. Not only got a George William here. What's the date on this one? 1868 on that one. We've got a captain on this one, Captain Thomas Hewitt, 1871. And look at that, they go all the way back down there. All the stones. All the way back down there. So these would have been all laid out over here. All the way down to the main road. There's one still here, this is a big one, this one. We've got one here as well. Worn away. Don't want to tread on the people's graves. Not like doing it really. I don't know what that one says. What does that one say? Something to vault. Entrance to vault, it says. Entrance to vault. Is that a gravestone? Or is that an entrance to a vault? Mystery beyond there. We've got this one here. This is quite a big one. It's got a cross. Not sure though if this is like from another grave or from the same. It's quite a big one. What's the date on this one? Can't really see a date on that one. Well, that's quite a big one across there, look. So there's quite a lot of old graves going all the way back there, 18th century. There's a little bit of a story there. The old graveyard. Path going all the way around there, that's where the priest, the vicar lives. There's a house just at the back there. There is a video on our YouTube channel from the 1960s of Prince Charles' investiture of this area, this main road here. You see all the cars going down. Check that out, 1960s, on our YouTube channel. Connahs Quay in the 1960s. look at St Mark's Church. Look. 1917 it says there. 1909. Memory of Williams, Vicar of this parish. We've got some old people's flats over there. That used to be a social club. Albion. Anybody remember the Albion Social Club? Albion. Got pulled down. It's now called Place Albion. And it's residential. It's like flats for the old people, I think. Albion Social Club. Another one that's bit the dust. Got some new houses. Well, they're not new anymore. 20 or 30 years they've been here now, haven't they?
Something like that.
And it used to be, isn't it? Used to be Osborne House.
Yeah.
Which was here. Now I think it was house for the battered wives, am I correct?
It was in the 80s, yeah.
And there is here some stonework from the original building. Look at it, that has been destroyed. They saved the stonework here from the original building, and people have just pulled them out. Disgusting, isn't it? JR, it says there, 18, I don't know what the date was, hold that, yeah, but that's been rescued from the original building and now people have stolen. Shame. Building across there, the white one, used to be a taxi office. Unfortunately, it caught fire. Story was, it was done not by accident. Something like an insurance job.
Rumours.
Those are the rumours. But that was a taxi shop. And you had the Indian here, lovely Indian, Taste of Bengal. Unfortunately, it's now home to Bite Fusion. Used to lovely Indians in there. Bite Fusion now it's called. I think there was a chemist along here as well, wasn't there? Let's cross over. China Gardens there. The salon shop is no longer a salon, hasn't been a salon for many years. It's owned by, I think, Key Food and Wine, where they use it as storage for their stock. Little convenience shop there. Is it working?
No.
You did press the button. Well, there's nothing coming, so let's go. We've got a little post box. I wonder if there was a post office here as well. In the post box. We've got the flats across the way there. When did they arrive? Was it 80s, 70s? Because that all used to be shops and terraced houses along there. And we do have a video on...
Do you want a drink or are you not bothered?
Yeah, I'll drink.
What would you like?
Nothing fizzy. Unless it's like a Red Bull or something. There's videos online. 1960s videos that we've done. It shows you the cars going up and down here. Check that out. Just stopped at the shop for a drink before heading now across the railway bridge down the River Dee. This is a look. Shotton to Connahs Quay. just down there in the pub in the distance. The Swan Inn. It's bitten the dust as well. So that's been gone a few years now, quite some time. It's now flats. Yeah, that's another pub. And just a bit further down there, there's another pub, Connahs Quay. Also bit the dust. Been gone now a few years. I'm not sure. There's a car garage in the car park, sells second-hand cars. So I'm not sure if they've got the offices in that pub as well. Let's wait for Andrew to come back. Nice cold drink for when we walk back. You've got your local buses coming here. This is your number 10. So this will be your bus from Chester to Connahs Quay via Sealing Road in Queensberry, Shotton, and then around the quay.
Yeah, we'll have two.
Oh, we've got a nice drink. One each?
Yeah, you pick the colour you want.
I don't mind.
Blackcurrant or whatever that is.
You might have to open it for me though.
Yeah, sure.
Here we are, just going over the bridge, the railway line down there. That takes you to Chester, Manchester, and that way takes you to Holyhead. So here we go now, just going down the River Dee. Path down there. Takes just that bit down there, which you can walk around it. And you've got the Flintshire Bridge over there, or the Bridge to Nowhere as it was called. The original bridge was supposed to have been built in Greenfield across the river, but they decided to come Connahs Quay across to the industrial estate. Handy if you work on the industrial estate, or maybe Chester or whatever, as Shotton gets quite busy. Other than that, it doesn't really go anywhere. And just over there you've got the power station, and there used to be the old power station, which was just over that side, 3 cooling towers which were knocked down in 1992. They came down with my dad down the docks. My dad was taking pictures of them knocking them down, and just over that fence there were there's little bits left, remnants of the old cooling towers. It's like little concrete plinths, platforms. Yeah, 3 cooling towers. They were knocked down and made way for the new power station, which is just over there. You can see the little chimneys over there, just the other side of the bridge. Carry on down here. Information board about the rock. This is known as the block. You can zoom in. You can pause it and you can have a read. Have a little look at the river there. Across the way there's the steelworks, or what's left of it. Used to be a huge site. It used to go all the way down there. Just in the distance you can see the Harden Bridge. That's the railway bridge that goes over the River Dee. So all that there all used to be steelworks. John Summers, and then it became British Steel. The biggest business in Quay in Shotton. Nearly everybody worked at the steelworks back in the day. Not so many now though. Got the old jetties over there as well. And there's more jetties further on down the river, which you'll probably see as we get down there. Because we're going to be heading towards that railway bridge. That's where our cut-off point is. Then back into Shotton. Children's play area just over there. Many moons ago, this used to be a dumping ground for old cars. Dad used to tell me they used to have dump old cars over the side down here. Don't know what I remember that. I don't remember it. Old cars were piled up down there. Down the bottom of the rock. There's another view over there to zoom you in. There's your bridge and your river. Then your seats to sit on along here. So you can see the railway line down there. Probably all overgrown. Got the old wall here. For the railway line. Over there you've got the old Musgroves buildings. Anybody remember the Musgroves? Sawmills, I think, wasn't it? I'm not sure if the signage is still on the side. It used to be on the top. Have a look as we go past. Yeah, I think the sign is still there. There we go. I'll show you the sign now. See if you can see it up there. There it is. J. Musgroves and Co. Limited Sawmills. Whether you can see that. I remember the house being there for a little while.
Mr. Musgraves.
And then it was left derelict.
He made my mum's door.
Oh, did he?
Mr. Musgrave, yeah. I've said about him before. He came down to the house in Lower Brook Street and doffed his bowler cap and said you overpaid. And it was Mr. Musgrave from this yard, dropped off the overpayment.
That's good, isn't it?
Apparently he was a very nice man. According to Mum.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's a caravan site now. Coming to the end in a bit, to the docks. Here we are at the back of the old quay house. Well, you can see the sign up there, the old sign. There's a train going past. Quay house, that says on the top. Just about make it out. There's the back of the old quay house pub, the oldest pub in Connahs Quay. Look at that, the pavement's all coming up. Bit dangerous, isn't it? There's a cycle path as well. So now we're under the railway bridge. Well, it would have been the railway bridge. Deeside the Connahs Quay to Buckley lines. That takes you to the main road, and this one here takes you up to Central Park, and you can see just under there, whether you can see or not, there's a little archway there. There would have been two archways, but one of them is now blocked off. So this would have been your train line to Buckley from the docks. There was two docks in Connahs Quay, now there's only one, and they were very busy docks because there was brickworks and all the different industries. There's a Quay Waterman's there. The old cadets, sea cadets. There was a cafe in there. It was been closed for a while because they were doing it up. I'm not sure if it's reopened again. Little cafe in there, open to the public. And here, this is the old quay house, the oldest pub in Connahs Quay, or was. Now been turned into flats. There's the old sign on the front there. I've been in there a few times when it was a pub. So this would have been one of your docks here. It's no longer a dock anymore. There are boats moored up there, but the other dock is just round the other side. Got some artwork here on the wall. And there's the road that leads you to the main road, railway bridge above. So here we are, this is Dock Road. Quite a lot of buildings and industries down here. There's also another cafe around this corner here. I think this one's called Yvonne's. And if you need a tyre, you've got Kev's Tyres also down here. Great place, get your tyres. Little birds. tread carefully because they come zooming round this corner like mad. All the cars there. You can't see what's coming. For a while I think there used to be an old train in there. You've got an old fishing boat there. Just over there is Yvonne's cafe. And a little mobile there. Another cafe for you if you want a cup of tea. Or even a full English. And I know the Deeside used to do roast dinners. Then both of them have also got toilets as well. That's another information board for you. All about the docks, Connahs Quay docks. There it is. River Dee, new cut. Was eventually constructed in 1737, following the existing southern bank from Chester to Shotton. Because the river was a very busy river at one stage, using the boats to take things to the different businesses and the factories in the boats. Now they travel by truck, train, even aeroplane. The bridges used to open along the river, the Harden Bridge and the Blue Bridge used to both open for the boats when they used to come up and down. But now they've both been decommissioned to open. The Blue Bridge used to have water tanks which fill with water to open the bridge, which have been, I think they've been removed now. And then that used to lift up the Blue Bridge, and then the Harden Bridge was a swing bridge, used to swing out to the side. You can still see the mechanism underneath, but that's no longer working either. It's mostly like fishing boats along the River Dee now. And you get your fishermen down here, down the docks. Those are your kevs. Not cheap, they're not expensive, they're really good, they're cheap. But they're good tyres, people are brilliant. Great, anybody needs a tyre, Kev tyres, I recommend them. Really, really good, really good. Not expensive. I think I had 2 tyres. I don't remember how much it cost me for the 2 tyres now, I can't remember. I think you charged like 55 quid each, £110 I think, a couple of weeks ago. Oh, £110 and £20, 2 tyres on my car. So that's not bad. That's fitted and everything. There we go. So this is you with the dock. The only dock in use. Mainly fishing boats. And you get your fishermen as well. You have to have a permit to fish, but you can get them in fishing tackle shop in Shotton. down there. All these fishing boats. Riverside. Quite a lot of people down there fishing. They've got little tents up. Must be a good day for fishing. So we're just walking down here now, along the river to the railway bridge. The old skips used to be down there, moved them to Alkinolt Recycling Centre. This is also a cycle path as well. You can go to Chester, even the Wirral, across the bridge. You can cycle all the way along the river to Chester. Got all the blossom out on the trees. Electric bike there. You can see in the distance, there you go, Harden Bridge. That's one of the bridges that used to open, used to swing sideways. Train station on one side, the side is where you get trains to Liverpool and Wrexham, and there is a train station on the other side, so if you live in the Garden City area it's great, or if you work at the steelworks. I think it was mainly used for the steelworks in the past, but you can stop and get off there. And you'll see in a bit some remnants of World War II, which we'll show you in a bit as we get around the corner at the top. It's a bit windy now. You can hear the pylon shaking a bit. whether you can see the. There you go. Don't know whether you heard that. A pheasant. That's what it sounds like. Just over that fence and over there. Somewhere in there. Got these pipes over here. You can see them. Let's have a look, zoom you in. Because the skips used to be just over there. But these pipes here is where it used to be rubbish tip. All under all here. Where the rubbish was buried. And they've got the pipes there. And there's another one somewhere along here. To let out the fumes from the rubbish buried underneath. Quite a lot of rubbish tips around here. That being one of them. There's some in Shotton as well. Shotton Lane, I think, as well, they use as a rubbish tip dump. Because you see quite a lot of these pipes sticking out the ground. There's one there with the fan at the top. Just going past the sewage farm over there. Can't smell anything at the minute, but sometimes you go past it and it's not a very nice smell, as you'd expect from a sewage farm, I suppose. Some more little businesses there. Another one of them fans as well down there. Probably another part of the rubbish tip dumps. Here we go, here's the bridge over the sewage farm. Treatment works. Last week there was no smell today. I can't smell anything. Makes a change. Here we go, we've got the water down here. I think this is the water that comes in from the River Dee. Got some ducks swimming down in the water there they are. Ducks, two little ducks from swim one day. And there's the train. Just going over the bridge there. This is a look at the other side. So the water from the River Dee, it would go out there into the River Dee. This is the metal bridge. And just over here You can go that way if you want, around along the water's edge. It goes all the way around and comes out the top. Or you can carry on this way, which we're going to go on the path.
What you need here is smell-o-vision.
I can't smell anything, can you?
I could back there, not here.
No. No. I can smell something, but it's not strong.
No.
So there's your sewage plant, sewage farm, whatever you want to call it.
Sewage processing plant.
There you go. Yeah, I can smell something, but it's not strong. It's not a nice smell, but it's not bad, if you know what I mean. But that's just behind there. Be careful on here, you get quite a lot of bites going up and down, don't you?
Yeah.
If they don't ring the bell, or if they haven't got a bell, you don't know they're coming. Here you go. You can see him there, spinning round. Just in there. Mad, isn't it? So that's where the water goes when you flush the toilet. It goes in there and gets treated. One little train there going past. I think that one's going to Chester, that one. Previous one would have been going to London now, or Holyhead. Some blackberry trees along here. Used to come blackberry picking when I was younger. I think I ate most of them before I got home. Should wash them really. There's another way there you can go. That takes you across the fields and down into Shotton. Do you want to?
Yeah, you can do. Unless you want to see the River Bridge, or we've been there before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've covered the railway bridge before, haven't we, in previous videos, the Harden Bridge. But I don't know whether we remember. Well, we've been down this way ourselves, haven't we? Takes you down to like Bridge Street, I think, doesn't it?
I think so.
And over the bridge, railway bridge. Yeah, we'll go this way then for a change. We've already covered the railway bridge in previous videos, so we'll go this way. There's like a field down here. I think we've got a football field down here, or rugby as well, haven't they?
Yes.
And like there's a meadow as well where they usually grow wild flowers, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be up yet. But...
No, we've done a video in the past, last year or year before, with the wildflowers in. So check that out as well. And you might get to see, oh, a little bit of history down here.
Which bit?
Well, we'll see when we get down.
Okay.
Because I was going to go take you over River Dee and show you the old pillboxes, but we have filmed them on previous videos. The remnants of World War II, which was along the river there. There's quite a lot of the pillboxes from Shotton through to Saltley as well. Now somewhere down here, it may be this bit here, I'm not sure, I think so. Just so we can see some more history. This is known as Dee Park. Usually along here they grow wildflowers, beautiful. during the spring. We have filmed it before. So there you go. So this path that takes you back into Shotton to Bridge Street. Now then, I'm not sure if it's on this bit or on a different bit. It may be over there, but this is the place where there is another gas lamp, or half a gas lamp, because this would have been the path to the steelworks over the bridge, through the field here back in the day, and down here there is another piece of gas lamp. We have filmed it before. Trying to remember where it is, so we don't get to see it today. You can check out all of the videos that we've done, because I have filmed it before.
They may be pulled mud now, I don't know. They put down this gravel path, haven't they?
Yeah.
In recent years.
Maybe it's around this corner here. It's only half of the gas lamp. Because this path goes all the way round in a circle, goes all the way down to the bottom there. That's where the railway line is, the top line, Wrexham to Bristol. You can go all the way around this field. I think it might be in that path where that seat is over there.
Maybe.
Because this then would go down there.
We have done a video with it on, haven't we?
Yeah, I just wasn't quite sure where it was. I think just down that path there, because that would be, pardon?
At least it was.
Yeah, I think it's this path here, because there's your railway bridge, that's Bridge Street. So
we go back up that way?
yeah, people would have gone over that bridge to the steelworks, because the majority of the people around this area used to work in the steelworks, including your dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they might have pulled the gas lamp up.
Wait, I think I can see it. Yeah. I'll walk and have a look, and we'll go back over the bridge. There is seats down here as well. Great for bringing your dogs. Yep, I think I found it, folks. It's a bit overgrown, that's why we couldn't see it. Is this it? Maybe? Oh no. Ah, there it is. Now I can see it. That was a tree stump. Just show you this before we go back over the bridge. Oh, they've got some bins. We just passed a dog poo bin over there. They must have been put in recently. Here it is. It's quite a big piece. Not as full sized as the one in by Maud Street, but here you go. There we are. Another part of history for you. An old piece of lamp, gas lamp. Bit overgrown there now, but there you go. Don't know what it says on it. It says Connahs Quay on it, but then it says Matthews, T Matthews or something. Can't really see. So there would have been a few of these, I'm guessing, along here. The path to the steelworks. There you go. So that's that one. And you've seen the one at Maud Street. There's another one in Shotton as well. EA Harris solicitors in their car park. As you go in the car park on the corner, there's a tiny piece still in the ground. Tiny piece. Those are the only three that I know of. If anybody knows of any more in the area, let us know in the comments. But those are the only three that I know of in this area. There you go. Right, set you back this way. We're going to go this way now. Right, we're going now back this way. We're going to go over the railway bridge back into Shotton. So here's your steps going up to the bridge. This is the route the steel workers staff used to come down there.
What's that?
Steel workers used to walk this way, didn't they?
Yeah.
On their bikes or just walk. Most of the population now have cars now, don't they? So you don't see as many working this way. And the steelworks isn't as big as it used to be, because they make the steel board now. It's cheaper, so they say. There you go. Up at the bridge. There's your Shotton station over there. And this leads out onto Bridge Street. Just over there, Go Social Club. Here we are on Bridge Street. And the top of the street there, you can see all the cars. Here's the main high street in Shotton. So that was a little walk, circular walk through the town centre, Shotton and Connahs Quay, and along the River Dee, on the way back, the scenic route. There we go. Everybody remember Lodwick's, the fruitiers? This is the old garage. It's a car garage now. This would have been where Lodwick's would have stored all their stock. Lodwick's, the fruitiers. Another part of Shotton history there. Got another one here. Another car place. And there we are, back out on the Shotton High Street. Quite busy down here on the high streets compared to up the quay. That was a little look. That was a little look. Shotton, Connahs Quay, circular walk, then down through the river. I hope you enjoyed that. We've got a bit of drone footage as well. So we'll see you again next time. Bye from me.
Bye from tired me.